There are a lot of really good features on a Hurco control that make it very, very simple to use. And this is one of them, and that is that you can quickly convert from millimeters to inches. If you look down here, you'll see mm, and if I click it, it'll switch to inches. Now, for example, if I was putting in the diameter of this cutter here, and it was an inch cutter, an Imperial cutter, all I got to do is just say, do you want to click this button here, and it's saying, do you want to switch to Imperial units, to which I'm going to say yes. And then for this tool, I'm going to type in, if I want to, because Hurco will also do calculations, I can write in 1 divided by 2, enter, and it gives me 0.5. So that's a 0.5 inch cutter, but obviously I don't want to work in inches, so I merely press this again and say yes. We all know that ½ inch is 12.7, but I'm talking about, you know, if it was 3/16 or something like that and you didn't know what it was. So it's a really quick way. Anywhere in your program that you think you're not quite sure, you know, don't do any of the conversions yourself. Just make the machine do the work. And the same with your calculations. You can't see my keyboard here, but what I actually pressed was 1 and then the divide sign and then 2, then input. Just normal standard stuff. But you're actually doing the maths as you go along. Now, another interesting thing on a Hurco control is if I want to add something to that 12.7, I don't actually go plus. If I went in there +1 and pressed enter, it'd just put 1 in the screen. What you actually do is you say 1, you press your 1, then you press the plus, and then you press the enter key, and it adds 1 to it. So just the same if I say 1 minus enter, and that's took 1 millimeter off it. So that's a really clever thing. It's just your way. And when you're modifying offsets and things like that, we go to our tool offset. Okay, so I'm going to input a number in this for the calibrated length of something like 125.965. I'm going to input that. Now, for that number there, if I wanted to take a millimeter off, all I do is say 1 minus enter, and that's took a mil off it. So if I wanted to say, for example, 0.005, I'd say 0.005, and then I'm pressing my minus key, minus enter, and that's took 0.005 off it. So you put the sign after the number, don't put it before, because you'll mess it up and it will write it straight in. So there's 2 really good things on this control, well 3 actually. We can do all our calculations on the fly, so just don't do the maths, make the machine do the maths for you by entering 1 + 2 enter, as opposed to just entering 3. And if you want to add or take away from an existing figure, then you just put 1 minus enter. Now the only downside I think about this is that because you're writing straight into that number, if you do mess it up you won't remember what it is. So just use your camera and take a quick picture of it, just in case. If it's a big number and you're worried about it, just do that. But I still like that feature, and this ability to convert millimeters and inches just like that is very useful, because if you get a drawing that's in inches, you don't need to write it all out and alter it all. You can just write the inches straight into here and then switch back to millimeters and it'll all be done. So that's thank you for watching. Like, subscribe and all that stuff, and ring the bell and everything if you like this video. Thank you very much.